So the first question was the first one that actually really interested me, asking about what's your ethnic and cultural background, where your ancestors are from, and do you identify with this culture? So my ethnic background is actually half German, a quarter English, and a quarter Lebanese. I identify most with the Lebanese side. We didn't really do much growing up with anything to do with our English roots. For German, we really, like my sisters and I only baked German cookies around the holidays with my grandma's. Um, but the Lebanese side, there's every year like a Lebanese picnic and a Lebanese dinner, and the whole Lebanese community in town gets together. And then also, I even have like my grandpa's Lebanese nose. So I identify mainly with that just because that's what I've learned most about. I haven't even learned German language while I've learned how to at least say grandma and grandpa in Lebanese or in Arabic, which is the main language over there. Um, so the foods that we ate, at least for the Lebanese dinner, there was this thing called kibbeh. It's this like meatloaf. It's very dry seasoned meat. It's served with lubi, which is a type of seasoned rice. And then they have grape leaves, which is like the Greek cabbage leaves, but they're made with grape leaves instead. Um, and then another question that I found interesting was about what culture I would want to learn about other than my own. I'm actually really interested in the Swedish culture. As a whole, that country is known for being more happy and relaxed, and I don't know, they just seem to have it all together, and they know what they're doing to make everyone happy there. And yeah, I'm really interested to know what they do really to kind of live that life and that lifestyle. Um, so the gender that I identify with is female. Uh, the gender roles that are deemed appropriate for that within my culture is really getting married, having kids, being nurturing, still working, or you can work, but you're expected to do most of the domestic work around the house. Not really sure if I'm okay with that. I get it, but I feel like it should be fairly split. Um, for me personally, I find myself very nurturing, so I'm okay with that being the role, but I don't feel like, for myself, I don't feel like though it should be pushed on everyone else who's a, who considers themselves to be female in that culture. But yeah, I just don't think it's necessarily fair. Um, and after reading the section on gender and communication, the point that I found most interesting was that there's been all these studies done to actually show that communication doesn't really have that many differences, male versus female, women versus men. Like, there's more similarities, and it's more situational for when somebody talks more or how they talk. And that's actually something that I've kind of agreed with and found myself, like reflecting. I speak differently to people depending on my relationship with them. It's not that I always speak so much more because I'm a woman. I speak more if the person that I'm with relies on me to talk more. Otherwise, if somebody I'm with and is really into whatever we're talking about, I let them kind of carry the conversation, and I'll ask questions and let them really take the lead on it. So even the tone depends on who I'm with. So I found that interesting just because I've only ever heard about how they're like the styles of talking and communicating are different. I've never really heard many experiments or a lot of data being presented about how they're not different and how it's it's really just situational. So that's really what I have thought about the whole reading, and that section really interested me. So yeah.